This is great. Good. You know, let me just turn this down. Save myself from that rubbish. Stupid copyright. Let's refresh that page. Excuse me. That is a disgusting thumbnail. Oh, the setup I had last time was so much better than this. It's gonna bend a bit. Anyways, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing great. I'm doing amazing. I feel refreshed. I feel great, ready to start another week. And this camera's leading, but we're not having it today. Oh, my throat. So, I'm just gonna get right into it. So, whilst I've been gone, I've been seeing a lot of like craziness and mad things happen online, and especially on TikTok. And I don't know if a lot of you are aware of this already, but there was some sort of stampede or so-called link-up that happened in Oxford Circus in central London in the West End, and apparently these kids set it up or whatever, and there's people robbing JD and stores like that, and I just want to talk about that tonight. Oh, please do not give me problems. We're gonna have to settle for that. But yeah, I just want to talk about that today, because I just find it very, well, can we even be surprised anymore? Because look at what these kids are like on TikTok nowadays, man. There's no reason for us to not be surprised by what's going on and the way these kids are acting nowadays. But yeah. Well, in terms of me being away for a bit, I feel like I really needed that. Because not saying that I post too much on here and stuff like that, but at the same time, I genuinely feel like it's important to have a break to yourself and to where you can spend with your family and just be away for a bit and allow you to appreciate life and make you remember that you are actually a human being. So I feel like that those few days that I was away for a bit, it was needed. But now we're back for business, back to continue grinding, and it's not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going, and even when we get to where we need to be, still gonna keep going. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to drift off too much on what I'm talking about here. I'm sweating so much already. That's so bad. But yeah. So whilst I was gone, like I saw all of these kids in Oxford Street just running around and all of this, and I saw it circulating on social media. And when I first saw the flyer of these lot having some sort of link up or whatever they're doing, I initially thought it was fake because the way it looked and the way it looked like it was presented, it looked like it was just fake and some fake account made it. But unfortunately, it's actually true. And these lot went into Oxford Street and caused carnage. For what? Don't have a clue. Um, so yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, it's gonna show me on here. Let me just go closer. Go more up, 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 up. Yeah, so shared posts on TikTok and Snapchat, JD robbery, Oxford Street, and yeah, youths encouraging others to congregate at 3 p.m. and loot stores in the street. Now, the fact that things like this are making the headlines, I mean, I don't know why people are surprised once again, because it's the way these kids are, and it's crazy to think that some people will look at who's that envy, I don't even know who that is. Yeah, a lot of people say the generation, like Generation Z, my generation, they will say our generation is bad, and I can vouch for that because our generation is bad. I don't feel proud to be a Generation Z person. Like, I'm not proud at all. But then you got the next generation of younger kids. I don't even know what you call them, but they're even worse because these kids look like they're 13, 14, 15, like around like year 70, year 9 aged kids, or year 10. And it's like, you're doing stupidness like that in the street, and like they think it's funny at their age. And I notice a lot of these kids, they don't want to work, they don't want to do nothing, they don't want to help about, they don't want to work towards their future. All these kids nowadays care about is fame, views, how much likes they're getting on TikTok, and drama upon drama. And it's really sad because it just goes to show you, like, you'll hear a lot of people in church say that we're living in the last days, but you can clearly see that now. Because, like, these kids that are supposed to be our future, they just have no interest in what they're doing with their lives, and it's just sad to watch, if I'm being honest. And as much as people can make jokes about it, I can't even laugh no more because it's like, it's actually sad to see young kids so thick in their brain to a point where they don't even know right from wrong anymore, and that's just poor behavior, if I'm being honest. Because look, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect, so I was a perfect child, and a lot of people that I knew off back in the days, but well, I say back in the days, like 5 years ago. I'm not gonna say I was perfect, but you guys saw me. I was on YouTube doing my thing. Did a couple public videos in Stratford here and then. I called it a day. I didn't go to Stratford every single week or every single day. Like, I feel like the era for like public videos and public interviews that finished in like 2021, like just after COVID and everything was easing, like the pandemic went down. I feel like that's when public interviews and videos just died down, especially within the UK. So like now we have these kids doing it again and doing it in places like Leicester Square and stuff, and still doing it in Stratford. It's like you guys are asking the same questions that people have been asking since 2016, 2017. And it's like, come on now, like who even watches that? Did you hear about the Castanet riot? Yes, yes. I even forgot about that whole riot. I'll get onto that in a second, but like a lot of these kids, like, I don't think people get it because a lot of these YouTubers that were doing public interviews back when it was popping, like, I don't want to mention names because I don't want no people running to people and saying that I said this and I said that. Don't need that nowadays because people are that desperate for views, they will create drama out of things like that. But YouTubers that used to help me in videos, and YouTubers that were around my age range or just a year older than me that were popping at the time, nowadays they don't make videos like that, because obviously the kids that used to watch their videos and watch the public interviews, all those kids have grown up a bit, so then they don't have time to be sitting down and watching videos of YouTubers asking what do you rate me out of 1 to 10 every 5 minutes. They don't have time to be doing that. All those kids have grown up now, they're working jobs, doing shifts in college, GCSEs. Nobody has time for that. And all these younger generation of kids, sorry, think that, okay, that was cool. Let me try that. Because it used to bang views back in the day, so surely it will bang views for me. And I can definitely be an influencer, because if that person's an influencer, that means it's possible for me to be an influencer. And it's sad that a lot of kids have that mindset nowadays. Like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be an influencer as like a career, but I feel like a lot of kids nowadays, they just do not understand, like, not everybody can be an influencer, not everybody has the personality for it, not everybody has the right mindset for it. Like, some people have a stronger interest, like, look, some people deep down have a stronger interest in something, like, I don't know, being a doctor or a surgeon. They have that in their heart to do, but because they see all of this stuff on social media and see that people are getting fame and likes, they'll think, do you know what? I want to do that now. If they're doing it, I can do it. And it's like, I get it, but at the same time, if you know that's not for you, don't do it. And if you're impatient, don't do it. And it's like, people just don't think like that. They just see likes, see social media, and be like, boom, that can be me. And I just think it's just such a bad, like, it's just sad to watch, to be honest. And like with the whole Kai Senat situation now, it just goes to show, like, it's the same situation again. you know I get Kai Senat's like mindset on how he wanted to do things and give back to the community. I get it, but for him now, surely he has to be at a point where he realizes, like, look how much people have got watching me. Is it wise for me to do something like that? And I never really understood, like, YouTubers that did meet and greets. Like, back in like 2017, it wasn't really a massive thing where people were doing meet and greets, but so when people did it, like, yeah, people that were popping, they had a lot of people, but some people were able to do it and had like a good 20 people sit down and chill. But you can't do that nowadays because nobody has respect for anyone. I'm not saying back in 2017 people had respect for each other, because yeah, people were still wild regardless, but nowadays it's just out of hand. Like, you tell somebody what to do, they'll get angry because they're like, why are you chatting to me like that? Why are you telling me what to do? You're not my dad. And it's like, you can't you can't have your own way with anything nowadays, and no matter how much you try to put your point out to somebody in order for them to grasp it and understand it, they're not gonna get it. And I just feel like a lot of people that are influencers and streamers that want to give back to the community, once again, I completely get it, but that's why we have things like merch. That's why people have things like these different awards that they do for YouTubers and streamers, because it's like, those places have the proper security, and to do a meet and greet in a place where you know there's going to be lots of people, and let's not even talk about safety, because that's another thing. Like, you are a target the minute you have so much attention on you. You are a target. So that's why I don't even want to blow up too tough, because you don't evil eye is everywhere. The devil really wants to take you out. Like, he said, to kill, steal, and destroy, and he will do everything in his power in order for you to be gone and be captured by him. But you have to be smart when doing these things, and I just feel like a lot of people nowadays just lack. They just lack. What's the word? What's the word? I don't know. People just lack a lot of, like, responsibility. They don't think before they do anything nowadays. People just do things. Right. Common sense. That's the word. Like, people just do things without thinking nowadays, and it's that's the reason why we have a lot of what's going on, like the stuff in Oxford Street and the Kai Cenat thing. Like, not a thing, not to come at Kai Cenat, but it's like, surely if you know you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people watching you, you should know for a fact that if you do something in a public space and you're telling everyone to pull up, that you should know you're gonna get those same thousands of people turning up. Yes, not everyone will turn up, but it's still a lot of people. Like, I don't know. I just think it's weird in my opinion. But at the end of the day, people need to understand that. Well, a lot of these younger kids, they need to understand that they cannot have it all, and I don't feel like a lot of these parents are out there letting them know. Like, listen, you can't do like. Look, let me say something. Yeah, I can bet you 99.9% over half of those kids have lied to their parents saying that they're gonna go and meet their friends or go to the shops or something or do this or do that in order to go to Oxford Street or in order to go to Christ and that's meet and greet. I know for a fact over half of these kids have lied because I've been there. I've done it before, but it's like just no one cares anymore. No one has respect for themselves even. And like this is why it's important to remember who you are in Christ, because if you serve God and you're a child of God, you know that you're not supposed to have any idols before God. And if you're there idolizing somebody like a celebrity or something like that before God, like it's like a slap in the face to God because you're putting them before. Like some people would literally die in order to see a celebrity before they even die for Christ. And when you think about it, that's actually twisted. Like it's quite weird in my opinion. But then again, it's like it's just the world we live in nowadays. Because I can say that about young people with what's going on with the whole Kai Cenat thing and then the Oxford Street looting. But then we go to the Beyonce concert. You have grown people in their 30s, 40s acting mad over one human being. And I get it, that's somebody that a lot of people have watched since they were young, but come on now, to a point where you literally cry or faint because you're so overwhelmed by the fact that you're seeing somebody that you grew up watching on TV and now you've seen them in person. It's like, oh my gosh. And I get it, but it's like, as Christians, for you to act like that and you can't even give the same energy to God or Jesus, it's like that's just different. That's just crazy, in my opinion. And you know what? I'm low-key happy that a lot of these videos don't really get exposure, especially these live streams, because I'm telling you for a fact, if I was to post this on TikTok and it blew up, a lot of people would not like what I'm saying. A lot of people would have contradicting views. Some people try to cancel me. Like, that's why I don't speak on certain topics. And I know we're not supposed to hide away from like things that we should be doing in order to lead people the right way to God. But in terms of being careful and being mindful and just being wise about certain things, I just feel like being on YouTube for over the last couple of years, it's just made me realize like I need to be a lot more careful with what I say. Because sometimes I used to just come on here and just talk and not think. But that's because I checked myself. And a lot of people, they don't check themselves nowadays. What people rather do is just think about something, shoot up with an idea, have a eureka moment, and just do it. They just do it without even thinking or sitting back. And it's like when people are traveling, you don't go somewhere and you don't plan where you're going or plan the type of transport that you're getting. Because you'd be surprised at the amount of people that leave their house, plan to go somewhere, and don't have a clue how they're even getting there. I think that's so terrible. But unfortunately, we live in a day and time where people just lack basic common sense. So that is a common thing, unfortunately. You have some people walk in a station or walk to a bus stop. Oh, do you know what I dislike the most? Whenever I'm on a bus, right, and especially in London, majority or if not all the buses have the destination in front of the bus. The bus number and then it has the destination. Yeah? But you will still have those people. And like I get people that don't understand English and things like that and can't really read English very well. They're an exception, but it's those fully English people that function well, you think they have a massive degree in something or studied this, that, and third in order to get where they are. It'll be them people that come up to the bus driver. The bus will say that it's going to London Bridge. And you'll have those same people come on the bus and say, does this bus go to London Bridge? And sometimes you just have to sit there and you're like, is this real life? Because you cannot lack that basic common sense to a point where you have to go and ask somebody that same question. And then when that person gives you a sarcastic reply or replies to you with a bit of attitude, you then get mad because you just realize the question that you asked, and now you're at a point where you're kind of embarrassed because you've just come to that realization. Like, common sense is just not a thing nowadays. And a lot of these kids don't have it. A lot of these older people don't really have it, and it's like, what can you do? That's why you have to be patient. You have to be very patient nowadays. But when I see stuff online where kids are looting stores and in public asking stupid questions like, what do you rate me out of 1 to 10? It's like, go and pick up a book and read, man. Like, go read a newspaper. Like, who is your target audience? That's my question. Who is your target audience? Because a lot of people, when they say they want to be a YouTuber this, TikToker that, who is your target audience? You have to have a target audience. Because tell me, what target audience is going to sit down and watch a video over 5 minutes of guys and girls asking each other who do they rate out of 1 to 10 and rate me out of 1 to 10? No one is going to sit down and watch that nowadays. Like, that's just boring. I just feel like a lot of things have a certain time period to the point where they eventually fade out. Some things come back and start popping again, but public interviews, that's just not it nowadays. Because I'd be scrolling on TikTok and I'm seeing this stuff and it's so disgusting, it's so cringy, and it's like, some of these guys are so disrespectful, some of these girls are so disrespectful, like, it's... And once again, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was perfect. Prank channels, that's a good point actually. You see, with prank channels, that's another thing, because as much as I can say pranks are so like 2019, 2016 type vibes, you will still have those people that genuinely get enjoyment from watching that. And you may think like, who's getting enjoyment from watching a prank? But then again, it's like, some people just like drama. Some people like seeing another person get mad. Some people like somebody that has anger issues. They like to see them get mad. They like to see them break things. They like to see them smash things. Some people like to hear another female shout and throw things around, because some people get enjoyment for watching that. And you may think it's weird, but it's true. It's the same with reality TV shows like Love Island, for example. People get enjoyment out of drama. And then what do? They run to Twitter, Instagram, post their opinion on this, that, and the third, and then all it does is get retweets, screenshots, reposted, and it's like, that's just how it keeps going. It's like a cycle. And it's the same with prank channels. Like, as much as people will sit down and say that it's fake this, fake that, you will have people that will sit down and watch a whole 20 odd minute video on somebody doing a prank when the other person can clearly see the camera right in front of them. And like, nowadays, when I even see couples do TikTok videos, I just scroll past them, because I'm like, you can't tell me that person can't, especially when they're like, they like, my thing is, yeah, with YouTube pranks, some people can slightly get away with it because a lot of people are using like an actual camera. So you're able to hide a camera, and some people, they generally see a camera, they just get told to go along with the act so that it can get views. Well, on TikTok, you're using a phone. You can't tell me that the other person that you're pranking cannot see your big old phone, because iPhones are not small nowadays. So I know for a fact the other person can see the phone. So whenever I see videos on couples doing pranks or whatever on TikTok, I just scroll right past it. Scroll right past it. Because I'm like, you're not fooling me with this. Like, I'm not in year 7 anymore. Because when I was in year 7, 11, 12, 13 years old, I used to sit there and find this stuff interesting, but it's like I just feel like once you get older, you start to realize a lot of things, and it's the same thing when you're watching like these cartoon shows back that you used to watch when you were younger. You watch them back and you're just like, wow, this is crazy. Wow, what they just said there, I can't believe they said that. And it's just a bit, it's just the world we live in, unfortunately. And I just find it crazy. But once again, it's just the world we live in. There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to realize that this is the life that we live, and we just have to try our best to not get triggered by certain things. Because if we get triggered now, some people don't like our reactions when we get triggered. And especially me, when I get mad, well, do you know what? I don't even get mad no more. I don't even get mad no more. Okay, yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I was getting too comfortable there. You sit like this. I have too much fun in this new position. Pause. But like, people are just not. I let me stop. But like, people just don't have common sense, man, and it just bugs me. It just bugs me to see that a lot of people do not have common sense at all. But yeah, we're live. Pull up, pull up, pull up. But yeah, like a lot of people just don't use their brain, and it's like you would try your best to explain something to someone, and they just still won't get it. Because people are just so glued to their phones. They don't have a care of what's going on in the world. They'd rather try and see what the next video is on TikTok than try and understand what on earth is going on in their life. And that's just the world that we live in today. And like a lot of you guys may have realized already, but people do not like me. And I used to sit here and literally cry tears because people did not like me. Nowadays, I don't give a toss. Simply because I'm being myself here. But you have a lot of people online who do not know how to be themselves, and you have a lot of people in person who do not know how to be themselves. And because they don't know how to be themselves, they look at somebody that's able to be themselves and find their own niche. They get so jealous, they get mad because you're thriving, you're able to be comfortable in what you're doing, but they're jealous because they're not able to be comfortable in what they're doing because they can't be themselves. And unfortunately, that's just the world we live in today. I don't even know what I'm wearing for church tomorrow. I ain't got a clue. But yeah, it's just the world we live in. And in terms of where things are going and how things will be going forward, can't say this is going to be an enjoyable place to live in, bro. This world is not going to be fun. It's not even fun at the moment. And in the last live stream, I believe I don't even know. I spoke about I spoke so much things in the last live stream. I don't remember. But yeah, like all this rubbish going on nowadays, it's just so stupid, man. Like I genuinely believe that people just don't want to make the effort to use their brain. It's like you have a brain, use it, you know? Well, no one wants to do that. No one wants to do that no more. And let's not even get started on the topic of like songs and music because that's another conversation, as I keep saying in each and every video. Those of you guys that have long hair, yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I get hot, like obviously when you start sweating, you sweat on your face, but you also sweat on your head. And when you sweat on your head, it starts to itch. So I don't know if it's just me, but if you guys see me itching my hair, it's not because my hair needs redoing or it's dirty. Like I'm genuinely hot, and I've always been itching my hair when I'm hot, whether it's short or long, always itching. But I just think it's this hoodie. Because even when I wore this during winter, still hot. Very hot, man. Oh my gosh, let me give you guys a joke. Because I don't know if anyone was here in like the first like live stream that I did today. Like, because whenever I go live nowadays, I usually do like a little test run before I actually post like the proper live stream and go live. So during the test live, because obviously it gets posted first before you can delete it. And then whilst I was starting up this live, I get a notification from YouTube and they're telling me. In fact, let me see if I can even find it on here. No, I cannot. Actually, no, yes, I can. It's in my emails. Let me tell you what YouTube just told me. Because some people think that I talk rubbish when I'm talking about things like this, but this is the truth. Yeah, so it says, Dear TJ London, your video I'm back from holiday, interesting topics, the test live stream, may have content that is owned or licensed by Latin Auto Perth, Latin Author, Warner Chapel, Capital, CMG Publishing, and UMPI. But it's still available on YouTube. In some cases, ads may appear next to it. You are still making money from this video. Click here to change your monetization settings. This claim is not penalizing your account status. You can review all the copyright details of your video in Creator Studio here. Kind regards to YouTube team. They didn't put kind regards in the email, by the way. I just said that myself. But yeah, so long story short, the little video that I posted, it got copyright claimed. And it's already deleted, so I don't know why they still emailed me. But it's like now people need to understand that this is why a lot of people go on Twitch. Well, not even Twitch is safe anymore. It's like all these different streaming sites and different sites that people go on. Like this is why no one uses YouTube no more, because if you try to make a living using YouTube, it's a struggle, mate. It's impossible. Unless you've got somebody editing your stuff and sorting you out, it is hard. Because any little thing that has like a bit of snippet of something, I don't even use any music. I'm just using an instrumental. But I just want to say, if anything says non-copyright, it doesn't mean that it's completely non-copyright. Anything that's put on YouTube that has any music on it, if it's licensed, it's obviously copyrighted. So you saying in your video that um what do people say? They're like, oh, this is not my original content, this is not my original audio, don't copyright this video, YouTube. People generally think YouTube are gonna come in their video and read that section where they say don't copyright this. If the thing is licensed, it's licensed. That's like you putting in a Beyonce song in your intro video and then putting in the description, please don't copyright this video. It's like, come on, mate. You look at how much money Beyonce makes. Look at how much her songs make each and every year. You put in don't copyright this video is like saying to somebody that's I don't know. It's like saying to a train manager on the train, like, even though this train is delayed, don't make me miss my next service. It's like you're not in control of that. You're not in control of stopping YouTube from copyrighting your video. That's impossible. If something is licensed and it's playing in your video, it's gonna get copyright claimed. But YouTube have just gotten a lot stricter because I feel like I think if you start singing in videos now, you get copyright claimed even if there's no music playing. Well, it depends how good you sound, but YouTube are tightening up, man. They're not playing. And a lot of people are saying YouTube this, YouTube that, but it's just like, just post your videos and get on with it, man. God. Because the more you complain, the more time you're taking away from helping yourself. And I learned that the hard way. I don't think people understand how much videos I've put on here complaining when I was first starting out on YouTube, as if people are interested in that. People don't want to see that. YouTube is a platform where content is created. So you make content. I know people get in their fields and want to post videos and go on live streams where they want to talk. But this is why, like, if I have something to talk about, I will put it on a live stream or I will speak about it on a live stream. I'm not gonna sit down and record a video and then edit it because I'm not gonna do all of that just for me to be complaining in the whole video. I'd rather do it in a live stream where I can be interactive. Because my all my videos where I sit down and record, like, that's for content. Live stream. Well, I'm not saying that in my videos I'm not real or anything, but live streams to me, I feel like if I'm talking about something or if I have something on my chest, it's better to do it live. Why not? Better to have interactions rather than just sitting down for, I don't know, a good 40 minutes and then having to edit that video and then chopping it down to just for it to end up being like another 7-minute video because you're trying to think of the next thing to say. But I don't think people get it. Like, when you sit down and record something, especially when you have something on your chest, unless you write something down, you're not gonna remember what to say. Some people are talented and they just know what to come up with on the bat, but if you're new to this or if you know you're not good with things like this, and if you just press record, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to cut out whilst editing because you're gonna sit there in silence trying to think of the next sentence. But the thing with live streaming is that even if you can't think of the next thing to say, somebody will be interactive with you, say a few things in the comments, and then you can start saying something else again. So it's like, that's why I prefer to do these things on live. It's not like back in the days where I used to just make a 7-minute video talking about this, talking about that. Like, I don't get me wrong, I know I posted a video saying that I'm gonna make a change within my content, but that was a valid reason. Like, I'm making a change within my content. And quite a few people have saw that video, so I achieved what I needed to achieve within that. But in terms of live streams, like, if I'm gonna sit here and rant, I'll do it on live. And since I've been doing that in late 2020 and 2021, I've just gotten comfortable with doing it. I prefer to sit here and rant than sit down and make a half an hour long video just to edit it and all of this stuff. Like, it's not that I don't have time for it, but it's like, why not just do it live? I don't know. I just like the interact. I just like interacting and just the conversations. I just feel more not motivated. I feel more alive. Like, it's like, because obviously when you sit down and record a video by yourself, it's just you and the camera. So it's like, it's not much you can really do with that until when you post the video and people are commenting. But live streams are live streams for a reason. So when it's like, just in general, like, you've got to think about, why do you think so much people live stream on like TikTok and Instagram? Well, people don't really live stream on Instagram nowadays. That's something I've noticed. But people do it because they like the interaction. And if there's no and look, like with me, yeah, like, if people are in my position, like right now, like it says I've got 2 people watching. People in my position, there was some people actually see that and be like, do you know what, bun this, I'm not live streaming today. And it's like, you cannot have that mindset because I could have easily said to myself, I'm not gonna live stream tonight, but I'm live streaming now. Like, you cannot care about how much people are viewing because that's why I say, like, live streaming is better because at the start or the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it will say 0 people watching. But you can't look at that 0 because the thing is, what I usually do now and what has helped me, I will sit down and start talking about a topic or just talk as if I'm actually recording a video. And then whilst I'm there rambling on, I notice that like 5-10 minutes are gone and then I see a couple of people in the live stream chat. So it's like, that's how I work. And if I just sit there and watch the numbers, like, it's not gonna help me. And the numbers shouldn't define anything. Because me, as I always say, like, it always matters about the people who are actually watching and who's actually getting what you're saying and things like that. Did I even fold my arms a while ago? I'm just, because I have myself here and it's like I folded my arms. But did I even fold my arms, bro? See, that's how you know I'm tired. But I'm probably gonna come off this at 1:30 because I need to find out what I'm wearing for tomorrow. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. And I need to get this thing off of me because it is boiling hot and it's not even hot outside. What's the weather like? And you know what? I think it was supposed to be raining this whole week, but this whole time that I've been away on holiday, we've actually been blessed with really good weather. So I'm not complaining. Like it's 18, 17 degrees outside. But because I've got this on, it's just made me excessively hot. Because this thing is very like furry inside. Like a lot of cotton. So that's probably why. But yeah. Oh yeah, this is why I always say like live streams over videos all the time. Like if it was a thing where I would live stream every day, I would, but that is time and effort. Time and effort. And like the way that I work around things nowadays, I just cannot do that. Like it's impossible. Impossible. Like if it was a thing where I was home every day, then 100% I'd be able to Twitch maybe. Yeah, I actually do have a Twitch, but I just haven't started out on it yet. I've been saying I'm gonna start Twitch for 3 years straight. Well, no, I haven't done anything. But I think this is gonna be the year. If I don't start Twitch in 2023, it's definitely gonna happen in 2024. Because I've been saying it for a long time now. But I am gonna start live streaming on Twitch. Because what I was thinking, if I start live streaming on Twitch, I would put most videos from Twitch onto YouTube anyway. So like people on YouTube won't be missing out. But then again, I don't know like how the whole monetization thing works on Twitch. I don't know how you get paid and things like that. But then again, like I said, I'll just put videos from Twitch onto YouTube. So it will kind of save me from having to make a separate video for YouTube. Because I think I want to get my PC first. I think that's what I've been waiting for really. Because I know you can start Twitch with like the way I'm live streaming now with my phone. I can do it on Twitch as well, but certain things that you can do with the PC, you obviously cannot do it with a phone. So like me wanting to put me wanting to put videos from Twitch onto YouTube, that is not gonna be. I don't even think that's possible to do with a phone. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not possible. But I know with a PC, there's no issue with that because all you have to do with the PC, I think you just press a button and it just records the bit that you want to be recorded, and then obviously you get that clip and then post it as a YouTube video. Easy days. But to do all of that with a phone, I don't think it's possible. So I will probably start Twitch at the end, like towards the end of this year, but yeah, probably as like little tests and test runs to see what it's given. But yeah, I will definitely be saving up for it. Well, I'm already saving up for it anyway. But when I get to the point where I can buy it, I'm gonna buy it, and then have the whole setup in here. Change the whole setup so it won't be this anymore. Actually have the PC, better webcam, 2 computers, better editing, more enjoyable things to do. But yeah. Well, this YouTube channel has come a long way, let's be real. Because this September it will be. Is it September I started? Yeah, this September will be 5 years since I've been on YouTube. And I know a lot of people have been saying like 5 years does not feel like a long time, but it felt like a long time for me. 100%. Definitely feels like a long time. And yeah, reason why I want to wait till I get my PC is because I do want to start playing games and I do want to do a bit of gaming as well. I don't just want to stick to hair videos, this hair videos, that. Well, not that I really am anyway, because I can't tell you the last time I did a hair video. It's probably, like, if we're talking like a proper hair video, it's probably been about a month now. Well, let's actually check. Let's see. But yeah, I want to start gaming, so I can't really do gaming with the stuff that I've got at the moment. Well, in terms of videos of other people, that will definitely be done, but that's another conversation. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up now because it's almost been an hour, but we're not gonna go to an hour today because this live stream wasn't really planned. But I think the next time I will live stream will probably be after this week. So this whole week, I don't think I'll be live streaming due to the circumstances I'll be in. But the week after, I'll definitely live stream. When was the last time? Wait, I'm sure it's been over a week since I've live streamed though. Let's see. Um, let's see. Oh, it hasn't deleted yet. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. I thought I deleted it, man. Right. Yeah, so that 2 weeks ago. That did not feel like 2 weeks ago. Well, I'll definitely be back before a week. I can tell you guys that. That did not feel like 2 weeks ago. Manage videos. But I think I've been doing quite a few, like, well, as far as I remember, I haven't done much this year. Well, no, this year I've done a lot actually. I just took a massive break from like live streams. But you see what I mean? Like, if I had a PC, you guys could see what I'm doing. But because I'm not, because I'm using my phone, obviously, you guys can't see what I'm doing on here. Let me be careful what I'm doing. Is that gone? Okay, good. Yeah, but if I had a PC, it'd be so much easier for me. But stuff like this, this is the interaction I'm talking about. But as I said, I will get one in due time. How am I getting an advertisement? I need to start getting an ad blocker. I don't know how much. Well, the price doesn't really matter to me. Guys, I don't know. Should I keep the facial hair? Should I get rid of it? This is the longest my facial hair has been. I don't think it's growing any longer than this. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now. I will catch you guys in the next YouTube video, which will probably be in a couple days' time or sometime this week anyway. Because I'm not going through this whole week without posting anything, obviously, because we're consistent. But yeah, thank you for everyone that tuned in, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a great night. God bless you all, and I will catch you guys in the next YouTube video. And for those of you that want to just see live, excuse me, I knew that was coming. For those of you that just want to strictly see live streams, I will be back within the next 7 days. But yeah, catch you guys later. Stay safe and God That's you all. See you later.